I fancy him handily. I fancy teeing off on Gaethje. And Islam, there's history there. It's at 170. I know he's fighting an Irishman, my fellow Irishman, who I've also trained with, who I also know. I'm open for it, for sure. When would you think they would put me back in?
The second one?
Yeah.
I don't know.
April 2027.
It's locked in.
It's almost a year later.
Yeah.
That's ridiculous to me.
Conor McGregor has set his sights on a title opportunity, naming both Justin Gaethje and Islam Makhachev as potential opponents following a bout with Max Holloway. McGregor expressed his openness to facing either fighter, noting that Gaethje can be a formidable opponent when he's on point, but has shown inconsistency at times. He also acknowledged the significant history and high stakes that would be at play in a potential matchup with Makhachev.
Gaethje or Islam, those are the two champions at 55 and 70. Do you think about the belt, or are you bigger than the belt?
No, I'd be after the belt for sure.
Okay.
I think Gaethje is, when he's on, he's good, he's okay. But when he's off, he's atrocious. And, yeah, no, I fancy him handily. I fancy teeing off on Gaethje. And Islam, there's history there. It's at 170. I know he's fighting an Irishman, my fellow Irishman, who I've also trained with, who I also know. I'm open for it, for sure. I am open for it.
Israel Adesanya has also pointed out the enormous commercial potential of a matchup between Conor McGregor and Justin Gaethje, calling it one of the biggest possible money fights in the sport, particularly given Gaethje's current storyline and the momentum he's built from his recent high-profile bouts.
I think Gaethje sitting frontside at the Max versus Conor in Vegas. He's already got the story there with Max, on revenge. But also Conor and Gaethje would feed families, would feed countries. That would be great. Yeah. Well, everybody.
The verbal sparring between Conor McGregor and Max Holloway continues to garner attention, with McGregor reiterating his claim that Holloway wouldn't be able to land a single clean shot in a potential rematch. In response, Holloway remained calm and composed, even breaking into laughter as McGregor intensified the exchange with a series of sharp verbal barbs.
Disrespect, Max. You're not gonna lay a glove on me. And even if you do lay a glove on me, I'm gonna laugh in your face. It's another world here against me, and it's another world at this weight. I'm gonna come out of this bout unscathed and in all glory.
We talk about ancestors, we talk about warriors, bro. I'm a Hawaiian warrior, brother. I'm gonna touch your face over and over again, brother. I already know this, brother.
Joe, Max is my child,
brother. Welcome to the Mystic Max era, brother. Welcome back. Welcome back.
Max is
Mystic Max is here. Return of the Max, July 11. A bunch of gloves is gonna get laid on that pretty face, brother. Keep it clean for me.
I'm gonna box his ears off my hands down. Max, I'm gonna box you down with my hands down.
We saw last time what happened that you didn't box him. You ain't boxing.
Anyway, John, quiet.
Come on.
Joe, I'm gonna come out of this fight unscared. I wanna go again.
Shifting away from rivalries, McGregor opened up about his personal mindset, admitting he still feels a conflict between his past lifestyle and who he is trying to become, adding that money alone has not brought him real fulfillment or resolution.
My man, I'm different, brother. I'm different. And I find myself in a fight still. It's daily. The rent is due every day. The old ways that don't serve, and new ways and a new version of me, and the new man I am. I find myself in competition sometimes with it, or you know, in a battle with that. So I won't. Man, money isn't. It's not the be all end all. It's not life. You get me? So I don't. I won't be flashing money. I will not be. I done the Forbes list. I won the Forbes list. You won't see me on it again. You won't see me on it again. I won't register to go on it again. Look what it brought to me. Look what it brought to me. Still, even now, I can feel it somewhere.
Conor McGregor is reaffirming his plans for a competitive return, stating he's on track to become the highest paid fighter in UFC history at UFC 329, surpassing his own previous earnings records.
Are you, when you step foot, going to be the highest paid fighter for one fight in UFC history? Is this the highest amount? Because they have to offset the pay-per-view, right?
I'm breaking my own records, Ariel. That I am already.
Sure.
So, yeah, for sure.
Can you give us the number?
No.
Building on that, Conor McGregor emphasized that fighting is still very much his identity, stating that it allows him to be his best self, and confirming that he's feeling fully motivated and ready to make his return to competition.
How's it been getting back into the routine?
Incredible.
You liked it?
You know, I'm born for this. No, I'm not born for anything else. I have had my hand in a few pies. I've done some things. I've done a movie here and there. I've done other things, but fighting is my bread and butter. It's what lights a fire in my belly. And to be back and to be doing my thing with structure and discipline, it's the best version of me, and I'm happy to be back, and I'm excited to put on a show for the fans.
Arman Tsarukyan sees the hypothetical matchup between Conor McGregor and Max Holloway as highly competitive, but slightly favors McGregor. Tsarukyan's assessment is tempered by concerns over Holloway's recent performances, particularly his ability to handle the intense pressure and wrestling of top-level opponents.
It'd be Max versus Conor. How do you think that goes at 170?
That's a good fight. Stylistically, good fight for the Conor. Max is done already. He's just going make a money and then retire.
You think he's finished?
Yeah, his last fight, he looked so bad. That's crazy. I was surprised how you cannot wrestle. Zero wrestling. You've been in this sport 20 years. And I thought he went to Dagestan for 2-3 years and then come back. He has like 3-4 fights left and then he's gonna retire.
In another interview, Arman Tsarukyan gave a mixed take on Conor McGregor's chances, saying he has doubts due to McGregor's long inactivity, but still admitted he'd back him financially if the odds were right.
Holloway, who do you like there?
I like Conor, but I don't think so he can beat Max Holloway because he hasn't fought a long time. He was doing like crazy things, you know, and I don't think so he was locked in and trained all 4 years.
Right. So if you were gonna bet $1 million, would you bet on Holloway?
If the Conor McGregor is gonna be underdog, I would.
Looking at the matchup from a technical angle, Matt Brown believes Conor McGregor still carries a live path to victory against Max Holloway, pointing to his knockout power at 170 pounds and Holloway's tendency to engage in extended exchanges where he can be hit. He adds that this version of McGregor would make the fight more competitive than many expect. Is the UFC setting Conor up for failure here?
The UFC setting Conor up for failure here?
Yeah, that's a good question. I'm not sure, man. Because I can see the argument where you think Conor would have a good chance. You know, for one, it's at 170. You know, Conor has good power, right, at 170. Like, Max is hittable, you know. I mean, he's certainly a hittable guy. Like Conor has a win over him in the past. You know, Max Max has been through the ringer, you know. Like he's got a lot of miles on those tires, man. You know, so I can see where, like, you can make that argument that it's not the worst.
Conor McGregor has also shared his thoughts on Ilia Topuria, noting similarities in their fighting styles, movement, and even tattoos, suggesting that Tapuria embodies some elements of his own identity as a fighter, while offering a mixed yet respectful assessment.
Been linked to Ilia a lot over the years. He reminds us of you and all that stuff.
No way, does he? He has the same tattoos, he says the same stuff, he does the same fucking movements. He was gonna scream on the thing. He's alright, I like him. Maybe. I knew that was gonna happen to him. Walking forward with the hands down on the opening bell, you're gonna get walloped. He's a bit flat-footed. He has his areas. He's not fully complete. He's not a full complete fighter. His face will have to heal for sure. His face, I'd say, is smashed up.
You've been there before where it felt like everyone
Well,
piled
I've not
on.
been there. We only bled my blood once inside the octagon. So I've not been in that situation. He's got banged up bad, which caused him to quit. Dark place that he's in right now. He's gonna have to dig deep. Can he do it? I think he could. I wish him
well. Meanwhile, Dana White praised Ilia Topuria toughness despite his loss to Justin Gaethje, noting that he continued fighting through injury and still showed competitiveness before his corner ultimately decided to stop the bout.
Kid, obviously, you know, after the first round, his eye was bothering him. You could see that he got hit. And at one point he like started covering his eye like this and was kind of, you know, messing with it. And then, you know, Justin just kept busting him up the next couple of rounds.
Yeah.
And then we had that little moment there with the three doctors and the ref. Ilia really wanted to continue. And then, and I actually think he probably won that round too.
Yeah.
That he went into.
Round 4?
His corner, I think, stopped the fight and drops.
In an interesting twist, Francis Ngannou disclosed that he had placed a bet on Justin Gaethje, citing unusual odds prior to the fight. Ngannou expressed his confidence in Gaethje's chances, and as it turned out, the outcome was highly favorable for him, making for a very enjoyable week overall.
I knew. I put my money on Gaethje.
Did you actually bet on the fight? It'd be smart if you did.
Yeah. Oh no, I bet on Gaethje. You know, I saw this odd and I'm like, something wrong with this bookmaker. Like, what's wrong? Like, this is just a Gaethje, man. Like, I mean, even when the guy lost, he always show up and give you the show, put on the show. And I'm like, and then he's a guy that he's good at taking people's soul out, you know? And then I was like, he's being found out? Like, why? You know? No, I put money on Gaethje.
How much?
And then thanks for him. I had a wonderful day. I'm having a beautiful.
Arman Tsarukyan has also come forward, disclosing that he made a significant wager on Justin Gaethje to emerge victorious against Ilia Topuria. According to Tsarukyan, the favorable odds prompted him to go all in, a decision that ultimately resulted in a substantial financial gain.
Bet $1 million on Gaethje?
I think it's $1 million to win $5 million.
No, it was not.
5.7.
What?
Yeah.
That was the payout?
Yeah,
that is the payout. He has $1 million on Gaethje. Is it by knockout or just win?
No, just win.
Is that insane payout? That's why I feel like you should take Gaethje like $1,000, win 5,700. That's a confident bet though. If you're gonna put $1 million, that's like probably 50% of your net worth.
Yeah.
So you're gonna put 50% of your net worth on Gaethje.
100% my net.
Yeah, that's about all you have. Like, are you actually confident that Gaethje's gonna win, or are the odds that good?
I mean, it's good, you know. Like if he wins, it's 5.7 million.
Yeah.
Oh my
but
God.
it's no make sense to put on Tapuria. If you put 1 million, you make maybe 100,000.
Right.
It's no make sense.
Arman Tsarukyan revealed that he was on a flight when the Justin Gaethje versus Ilia Topuria fight took place, and it wasn't until he gained internet access that he learned of the outcome. He admitted that his initial reaction was disbelief, thinking a friend was playing a joke on him, before he saw the result for himself.
Now, dying to know your thoughts on Sunday night. Ilia loses to Justin. He doesn't get off the stool going into the 5th. Unbelievable performance. Justin was up 3-1. What did you think of the fight?
8 hours, I was thinking like, what happened? And like, when we land, my internet still didn't work, but my friend's internet worked, and he's like, Justin won. I said, what? I thought like he's like a kidding, you know, just make me like, and like, yeah, he's like, he won by TKO or something, and like, I said, no way, show me. And when I saw that, I couldn't believe, to be honest. And yeah, I was happy.
Arman Tsarukyan is now focusing on his own path forward, expressing his desire for a title shot and suggesting that if opportunities don't present themselves as anticipated, the ongoing delays could potentially affect his long-term dedication to the division.
I would like to do same as Justin did, even worse.
So it's interesting. I saw Charles Oliveira just like an hour ago tweet BMF and lightweight title on the line, so he's campaigning for it as well. Is there any part of you that's worried that they'll give it to him over you?
UFC can do whatever they want to do.
Sure.
I cannot control. If I could control that, I would fight for the title like 1 year ago, even more, 2 years ago.
Right.
Yeah. So. They didn't give me 2 or 3 times fight for the title. Yeah, I don't know what happened if this time they're not gonna give it to me, so maybe I picked the wrong sport.
Demetrius Johnson also defended Arman Tsarukyan, suggesting he isn't being fully utilized or given enough opportunity by the UFC despite his work and potential. He added that Tsarukyan continues to train seriously behind the scenes and believes he will succeed regardless of how things unfold.
I think the UFC is just not giving him that opportunity, and I think once he gets that opportunity, I think the fight between him versus Justin Gaethje is going to be amazing, and I think, you know, whatever he decides to do, he's going to succeed, right? I just, after working with him on the outside, when you're looking in, yes, he's a streamer. He's making great money doing all that stuff. But behind the sheets, underneath the sheets, my man Arman, he's out there putting in work. You just don't. You just see him whooping everybody's ass in Real American Freestyle. So I think he needs to.
Israel Adesanya suggested that external media activity like streaming could be affecting Arman's rise to the top. In response, Sneeko pushed back, blaming matchmaking decisions instead and saying Tsarukyan has been repeatedly overlooked for major opportunities despite his case for a title shot.
What about my boy Arman Tsarukyan? What about Arman Tsarukyan? We gotta get this man. This man is.
He's streaming to be at the top of this game. You can't be hanging out with Sneeko and Neon on the regular. You know, you got to be in the gym. I know this, you know this. You got to be at least as active as possible. So,
what do you say fuck me for? I've never met Arman Tsarukyan. I've never streamed with him. Bro, I'm doing Trump-Iran war coverage. Palestine, Adesanya, nah. Shout out to Israel, Adesanya the GOAT. He was one of my favorite UFC fighters in high school and in college. But okay, look, I've never streamed with Arman. Why did I get dragged into this? Arman, should we collab now? Should we just get it done? And he's saying that he's streaming too much. Look, the reason that Arman's not fighting is because Dana won't give him the fight. There's a very strong case that he should get not only the last 2 title shots, but should get the next one against Justin Gaethje. If Paramount really did want to cash in, Gaethje could fight Paddy Pimblett for the title, and Ilya would fight Arman for the title, for the #1 contender spot. What I think it should be Arman should get the shot, bro. Arman should get the shot.
Analyzing Ilia Topuria's defeat, Anthony Smith suggests that Topuria may have underestimated Justin Gaethje's durability, pointing out that when the early finishes didn't materialize, Gaethje's relentless forward pressure began to swing the momentum in his favor.
Was a level of underestimation for Ilya. Like he had Justin in a couple bad spots in the second round, had him mounted. You know, it just, you know, he was trying to attack submissions, potential arm bars. He was looking at arm triangles. He was trying to take his back. I think he's just so used to finishing people that I think there is an element to you know, being in that second round and being a bit flustered and disheveled, maybe is a word, when he didn't get him out of there and then realized this guy's way tougher than I thought he was going to be. And I thought that if Gaethje could take a big shot from Ilya and be okay mostly, I thought that he would do really well. I thought that the whole fight was going to be based on if Justin Gaethje could absorb the damage.
Matt Brown noted that the loss could have far-reaching consequences, extending beyond the physical toll to impact the fighter's confidence, self-belief, and mental outlook. According to Brown, rebounding from a high-profile defeat can be just as psychologically demanding as it is physically, particularly for a fighter who has relied heavily on confidence and momentum to drive his success.
I can tell you right now, that is a potential life-changing fight right there. Like, he may not come back the same. And I'm not talking about just the brain damage, but the mental damage and the, you know, the confidence, which has always been a huge thing for Ilya. He's so confident and feels so good about everything. And you know, I think, look, everybody handles everything differently, but that is absolutely the type of fight that could completely change a person for the rest of their life, and only Justin Gaethje could do that. You know, he's a fucking dog, man. You gotta love it. You know, I mean, if I'm Ilya, if I'm in his camp, I mean, you go back down. You know, I mean, he was clearly undersized, and Justin's not some gigantic lightweight. I mean, you know, Ilya needs to be fighting guys his size, his power. Some of those shots he hit Justin Gaethje with would have knocked out, you know, probably every fucking 45er on the planet, right? But Justin just hanging in there like the man that he is, and you know, if I'm Ilya, I go back, man.
Support for Ilia Topuria also came from outside the world of MMA, as soccer star Sergio Ramos offered words of encouragement following his defeat. Ramos reminded Topuria to stay focused and resilient, emphasizing that setbacks are a natural part of the journey. In a message of support, Ramos said, "Today, the ship will sail faster, because those left behind are no longer here." Brother, those celebrating your defeat have no idea what's in store for them. Poor souls. The road walked with determination has its turns, but the goal never changes. Adapt, recover, and keep walking. You're like water, my friend. We'll return, and we'll return just like the greats do. I love you, brother. This sentiment is echoed by Demetrius Johnson, who points out that even all-time greats like Georges St. Pierre and John Jones have experienced setbacks, suggesting that Tapuria's career trajectory remains intact and capable of recovery.
Tapuria is 29 years old. He's made a ton of the money, and I mean, every great athlete loses. GSP lost. I've lost. I've gotten knocked out. Only person who hasn't lost, actually, he has lost. He lost to Hamill. John Jones has also lost. All the greats have lost, ladies and gentlemen. We've all lost, and that doesn't say that Ilia Topuria can't come back and be even greater.
As the discussion comes to a close, Jorge Masvidal weighs in, praising the fight as one of the most elite-level bouts he's had the privilege of witnessing. He specifically highlights Justin Gaethje's exceptional movement, clever feints, and outstanding overall execution, while also admitting that the outcome caught him off guard, yet he was thoroughly impressed by the impressive performance on display.
I've been watching fights since I'm 12, MMA, since I'm 12 years old. Wow, this ranks as one of the greatest fights ever, because on the skill set was just high. It wasn't that they were mean and vicious and violent. The skill level was also very high. What Gaethje was doing, the fakes, the movement, the constant changing of pace, of direction. I gotta say that Gaethje just really impressed me. You know, I was one of these big advocates that he's gonna get smoked, he's gonna get beat up, and he went in there and did some special stuff. So props to Gaethje. Can't believe that. It has to be. It's a bigger win than Sean beating Chimaev.
That's all we have for today. Conor McGregor's potential return has now opened up multiple directions for the lightweight picture, with talks still surrounding whether a future showdown with Islam Makhachev could ever happen, especially depending on how he performs after his comeback and how the division shapes up around him and Justin Gaethje. With so many possible matchups still on the table, including McGregor's return plans, the UFC landscape is wide open, and nothing about the next title picture is set in stone. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to subscribe and stay tuned for more updates.